The first Bengali translations of the Mahabharata emerged in the 16th century. It is disputed whether Kavindra Parameshwar of Hooghly, based in Chittagong during his writing, or Sri Sanjay of Sylhet was the first to translate it into Bengali. A Persian translation of Mahabharata, titled Razmamay, was produced at Akbar's orders by Faizi and Abd al-Qadir Badayuni in the 18th century. The first complete English translation was the Victorian prose version by Kisari Mohan Ganguly. Published between 1883 and 1896, Munshiram Manoharlal Publishers, and by M.N. Dutt. Motilal Banarsidass Publishers. Most critics consider the translation by Ganguly to be faithful to the original text. The complete text of Ganguly's translation is in the public domain and is available online. An early poetry translation by Ramesh Chandra Dutt and published in 1898 condenses the main themes of the Mahabharata into English verse. A later poetic transcreation, author's description of the full epic into English, done by the poet P. Lal, is complete, and in 2005 began being published by Writers' Workshop, Calcutta. The P. Lal translation is a non-rhyming verse-by-verse rendering, and is the only edition in any language to include all slokas in all recensions of the work, not just those in the critical edition. The completion of the publishing project is scheduled for 2010. 16 of the 18 volumes are now available. Dr. Pradip Bhattacharya stated that the P. Lal version is known in academia as the Vulgate. However, it has been described as not strictly speaking a translation. A project to translate the full epic into English prose, translated by various hands, began to appear in 2005 from the Clay Sanskrit Library. Published by New York University Press. The translation is based not on the critical edition but on the version known to the commentator Nilakantha. Currently available are 15 volumes of the projected 32-volume edition. Indian Vedic scholar Shripad Damodar Satwalekar translated the critical edition of Mahabharata into Hindi, which was assigned to him by the Government of India. After his death, the task was taken up by Shrutashil Sharma. Indian economist Bibek de Broy also wrote an unabridged English translation in 10 volumes. Volume 1, Adi Parva, was published in March 2010. And the last 2 volumes were published in December 2014. Abhinav Agarwal referred to de Broy's translation as thoroughly enjoyable and impressively scholarly. In a review of the 7th volume, Bhattacharya stated that the translator bridged gaps in the narrative of the critical edition, but also noted translation errors. Gautam Chikurmane of Hindustan Times wrote that where both de Broy and Ganguly get tiresome is in the use of adjectives while describing protagonists. Another English prose translation of the full epic, based on the critical edition, is in progress. Published by University of Chicago Press. It was initiated by Indologist J. A. B. Van Buitenen. Books 1–5, and, following a 20-year hiatus caused by the death of Van Buitenen, is being continued by several scholars. James L. Fitzgerald translated Book 11 and the first half of Book 12. David Gitomer is translating Book 6. Gary Tubb is translating Book 7. Christopher Minkowski is translating Book 8. Alf Hiltibeitel is translating Books 9 and 10. Fitzgerald is translating the second half of Book 12. Patrick Olivelle is translating Book 13. And Fred Smith is translating Book 14–18. Many condensed versions, abridgments and novelistic prose retellings of the complete epic have been published in English. including works by Ramesh Menon, William Buck, R. K. Narayan, C. Rajagopalachari, Kamala Subramanian, K. M. Munshi, Krishna Dharma, Ramesh C. Dutt, Bharadvaja Sama, John D. Smith and Sharon Maas.